What's going on? It's Pasha, and today I'm going to break down the Faceless Instagram system I used to go from scooping ice cream to making over $20,000 per month. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did this without showing my face online, without spending a single penny on ads, without shipping any products, without having any crazy tech skills, and by working less than 3 hours per day. If you're watching this right now, there's a 99% chance you're tired of seeing people your age or younger live the exact life you dream of while you're stuck in the same cycle, trading your time for the same money, no matter how hard you work. And if that hits close to home, then what I'm about to go over in the next 10 minutes could be exactly what you've been looking for. But here's what actually matters. I've cracked the code on something most people will never figure out. And to be honest, it's taken me years of trial and error to put it all together. And let me be real with you for a second, because I want to help you. That's genuinely why I'm recording this video in the first place. You're probably watching this expecting that I'm going to give you some magic formula or blueprint for the fastest and easiest, no effort way to make 10K a month in less than 30 days or your money back, or some bullshit like that. But I'm not here to make any empty promises like all the other gurus out there. I'm simply here to share what's worked for me, because I've been exactly where you're at right now, looking and researching for a no BS way to actually make money online. So if you're like me and you're tired of all the false expectations, empty promises, and fluff there is out there, just please listen to what I have to say, because this is genuinely what's worked for not only me, but dozens of others as well. Like Brandon, who managed to hit 6K a month within 9 months, Michael, who reached 4K a month within 6 months, Armstrong, who managed to make 2.1K in a single day, and Matthias, who's pulling in 3K a month after just 8 months. And the only difference between you and them is they stopped overthinking and started following a proven system. So pay attention, because what I'm about to show you is the same exact system they used, which got them results. And this video is for you if you understand the power of social media in today's world and want to leverage it to your full advantage. But like me, you value your privacy and don't want to just be another cringy influencer, and instead would rather stay behind the scenes but still make a ton of money along the way. So if that's you, then stick around to the end of this video, because this system has genuinely changed my life and it has the potential to do the same for you as well. And before we dive into the juicy stuff, let me quickly give some background about myself for those who don't know me yet. So my name is Pasha Mogadam. I'm 21 years old. I'm from California, and I'm the founder of Growth Accelerator. And just a few years ago, I was a lost college student, literally had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. Working minimum wage jobs. I was an ice cream scooper at Cold Stone. If you're from the US, you probably know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I was just scooping ice cream all day. You could see the buckets on the left picture there. I was just scooping ice cream into buckets, online orders, in-person customers. On the right side, you can see I was sweeping the floors. I was in the back with the 3-compartment sink, washing the dishes, all the dirty work, right? I was also a lifeguard. So this was during COVID times. Here on the left, you can see I had my mask on. I had a whistle as well. And on the right, that's not actually me sitting in that chair, but that is the exact chair that I had to sit at for 8 hours at a time. Probably the most boring job that I've ever worked. I was just staring at water for hours straight. And I was also a hotel worker, so I would just sit in this office all day, and pretty much whenever someone needed something in the hotel, they would call this office and they would ask for pillows or a hair comb or toothpaste or an extra blanket, whatever it was, and I would just have to go to a closet and run it straight to the room and come back to the office to wait for the next call. So that was what I was doing for, again, hours at a time. And yeah, I was literally doing the same things every single day, boring, repetitive tasks day after day. And no matter how hard I worked, I still got paid the same amount, since I was just trading my time for money at the end of the day. And the worst part was that I had little to no freedom. Someone else controlled my schedule, my income was capped, and I knew deep down that I wasn't living up to the full potential that I knew I had. But what made it even worse is I'd open Instagram and see people my exact age or younger living my dream life, traveling the world with their friends, building businesses, time, location, and financial freedom, working on their own terms. And I'd think to myself, if they can do it, why can't I? If they're not smarter, they don't work harder, so why am I stuck trading my time for money while they're working on their own terms and having all this freedom in life? And that question bothered me every single day, because deep down I knew I wasn't living up to my full potential, and I also knew that if I didn't change something fast, I'd be looking back in 10 years with massive regret, still stuck in some job I hated, and still wasting my full potential. So I decided to take matters into my own hands and figure out how to make money online. That way I could build something of my own and get paid directly for the amount of work that I put into it. So I did what I assume most people do when first getting started. I went onto YouTube and I typed in word for word, how to make money online. And as I was searching, I was flooded with all these different gurus talking about the new best business model. And it was all very superficial and surface level information, and they all promised all these crazy results, but I didn't know any better, so over the next year, I tried almost everything. Dropshipping, Amazon FBA, trading, YouTube automation, copywriting, SMMA, you name it, I probably tried it. And after trying all these different businesses, some made me a little bit of money, to be fair, but most of them completely failed and I actually lost a lot of money. The problem was that it'd either take way too long to actually master the skills needed to succeed with the business, or it would take way too much upfront capital in order to actually even compete in the market. So after multiple failed businesses, money lost, time lost, and no results to show for myself, I definitely had some serious doubts whether this would actually work. But in the back of my mind, I knew that I couldn't just give up and go down the traditional route of getting a normal job and continuing to trade my time for money for the next 40 years, because that path simply wasn't going to allow me to live the life that I wanted to live. So I never gave up and continued to try. And as I kept researching and kept looking into different business models, I saw the same superficial gurus pop up telling me about the new best business model to try. And as I looked closer, I started to notice a real pattern. All of these gurus, which I was following before, weren't actually making most of their money with the business they talked about. They were making most of their money by having online attention, by building an audience that trusted them. And then they got paid for promotions, brand deals, promoting affiliate links, or even selling their own digital products. And that's where it all clicked for me. The real business isn't drop shipping shitty products from China or trading money you can't afford to lose. It's building your own audience and monetizing that attention. But there was still one big problem. I didn't want to show my face. In fact, I'd rather stay broke than become one of those cringy influencers just dancing on TikTok or recording myself every single second of the day. So I continued to do some more research, and that's when I stumbled upon Instagram theme pages. Faceless brands that could build a massive audience without ever revealing who's behind them. And it was exactly what I had been looking for. I could get online attention and build an online audience without having to show myself. It was very beginner friendly compared to other business models I'd already tried. I didn't need any fancy tech skills or any other high-level skills that would take me years to learn. I didn't need any massive startup costs for stocking up on products or running any ads. And overall, it's the lowest barrier to entry business model that I've ever seen. All I needed was Instagram and a Wi-Fi connection, both of which I already had. Plus, I already used Instagram for hours a day anyways, so I figured I could still spend the same amount of time on the app, but switch from a consumer to a producer. So instead of wasting my time consuming content, I could instead just create it and actually make money off of it without even needing to show my face. And also, it was the first time on my online business journey where it felt like I was doing something that I genuinely enjoyed. Because let's be honest, could you say you'd actually enjoy dropshipping, trading, or Amazon FBA? Like, honestly, does it genuinely sound exciting to source shitty products from China? Or to stare at stock charts for 12 hours a day? Or to sell toilet paper to moms on Amazon? Even if you were making good money doing it? Most likely not, and believe me, I learned that the hard way. They all felt empty, they were just businesses, a means to an end, nothing more. And you see, that's what I realized about all the other business models. The reason so many people like myself fail at these businesses is because they lack purpose and passion. They were just ways to make money, but they're not something you're ever going to be actually passionate about. And that's why I know Faceless Instagram theme pages work. You get to wake up and genuinely look forward to building something you actually care about and something that actually has a positive impact in this world. It has a personal touch that literally no other business model has. It doesn't feel like a grind or a chore. You're literally building your own online brand, so you could pick a topic that you're already interested in, and instead of consuming content about that topic, you simply just start creating it instead. And that's exactly what I did. As soon as I saw the potential with this business, I quit my job and went all in. Now I've been doing Instagram full time for around 2 years now, and in that time I've scaled to consistent 20 to 30K months. I've traveled all around the world. I've been able to take care of my family, buy them nice gifts, all that stuff. And I've finally reached the life of time, location, and financial freedom, which I used to dream about back when I was scooping ice cream and mopping floors at Cold Stone. And to be clear, I didn't just start this business and magically make $1 million overnight. Like, that's not how it worked at all. I've been running Faceless Instagram pages for over 2 years now. I've faced tons of obstacles and roadblocks along the way. I was stuck at $0 a month. I was stuck at 2K a month, 5K a month, 10K a month. I've invested over $30,000 at this point into different mentors, courses, and masterminds in order to reach this level and make multiple six figures online. And now I could confidently say that I've cracked the code to making money on Instagram which is why now my clients are able to achieve life-changing results within only a few months of learning directly from the mistakes that I've already made, rather than spending years in the trenches like I did. And that's because they're following a system that's been proven to work. The same system that's generated 700,000 followers across my pages and generate multiple six figures, the same system that my clients are using to build audiences of over 100,000 followers, over 200,000 followers, even over 600,000 followers, while generating consistent 4 to 5 figure monthly incomes. And here's exactly how the system works. So firstly, you create your own faceless brand. You pick a niche that you're genuinely interested in that also has proven demand, and you build a brand around that niche. You create a high quality username, logo, and bio to make sure your page looks professional and well branded. And here are a few different examples of theme pages and different niches here on the screen, some of which you might even be following already. And next up is to generate attention. So since this is a completely anonymous page and you're not even showing your face, you could use a website called viralfinder.com to find viral content in your niche. And then once you find this content, all you have to do is re-upload that same viral content onto your theme page with your own branding and unique twist. Then simply post 2 times per day on your page consistently and wait for your first couple of reels to blow up. And step 3 is to grow an online audience. So by posting this content consistently and using organic growth strategies alongside of it, you'll begin to build an active and engaged online audience. And you could grow tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of followers for completely free, literally $0, since you're growing your page organically without having to spend any money on ads or without having to spend any money on promotions. And next up is to monetize your audience. So this is the fun part. Once you've built an online audience, you could convert that attention into cash using digital products, newsletters, paid promotions, and many other methods. And these methods aren't just theory that I think might work. They're literally battle tested. They've worked for me and my clients time and time again. And keep in mind, attention is a new digital currency. So once you've built an online audience, you're not just restricted to one way of earning. You could integrate multiple different monetization methods on your page at the same time. And step 5 is to automate and scale. So simply reinvest some of the profits that you're earning into hiring team members and automating tasks. That way you can start making more money while spending less time on the business. And the best part about this whole process is that AI does most of the heavy lifting. Since AI is continuing to get more and more powerful, it's literally never been easier to scale your own faceless Instagram theme page brand. It could help you when it comes to creating a professional username. It could help you create a high quality logo. It could help you create an attractive bio. It could even help you create viral content and post that content for you. Now, you might be thinking, Pasha, this sounds too good to be true. What's the catch, right? Well, here's the catch. It requires sacrificing your consuming time for producing time. It requires consistency, and it requires following a proven plan instead of trying to figure out everything yourself through trial and error. But if you're willing to replace 1 to 2 hours of consuming content with 1 to 2 hours of producing content instead, and you follow the system exactly how I teach it, the results speak for themselves. And don't just take my word for it. Let me show you what happens when regular people who felt exactly the way you might be feeling right now follow this system. So first off, we have Brandon again, who went from 0 to 6K a month within 9 months. He also grew his page over 650K followers. We got Michael, who went from $100 a month to 4K a month within 6 months, who's running a follower network of over 250,000 followers. We've got Armstrong, who I mentioned made 1.2K in a single day, which is crazy. He grew over 1 million followers within 6 months. And we got Matthias, who's pulling in 3K per month with his pages, and he also went from 1K followers to 200K followers within 4 months. We got Ron, who's making 5K a month across all of his pages, and he grew a follower network of over 800,000 followers. We got Jason, who made $0 online last year from running his page completely solo and scaled to 4 figures within literally just 1 month of working with us. We got Colin, who's making 2K per month with his page. He grew it over 160K followers within 6 months. We got Peter, who went from 500 followers to 100K followers within 6 months, generating 3K per month with his page, and he was able to quit his job. And Aiden, who went from $0 to 6K per month within 8 months, and he was also able to drop out of college and is making more than his parents, and he's just 18 years old. And we got Jenna, who's making 3K a month with her page. She grew her page to over 480,000 followers within 6 months. And Esben, who scaled to 3K per month within just 2 months and is running a follower network of over 200,000 followers. And I think you get the point by now, but the list does go on and on. And those are just a small handful of my clients who followed the system. And if you do want to see more proof for yourself, then feel free to check out my highlights under my profile. I just wanted to show you these results to show you that regular people like you are achieving life-changing results all because of one small change in their routine. producing instead of consuming. Also, I don't want to give you any false expectations, so just to be fully clear, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme by any means. I'm not telling you this is going to bring you success overnight. But what I can tell you is that if you're dedicated and you actually put in the work, then this business will get you there. And this is really just the tip of the iceberg of what it takes to succeed on Instagram. So here's where you have a choice to make. And this choice will likely determine whether you're in the exact same spot 5 years from now, or whether you're one of my next successful clients that I just showed you. So you could try to figure all of this out on your own. Keep doing your own trial and error with no real roadmap. Keep watching those surface level YouTube videos. Keep trying different business models and failing. Keep making the same costly mistakes that I made. And maybe if you don't give up, you'll see some results in a couple of years from now. Or you could skip all the trial and error and plug directly into my proven system with Growth Accelerator, where you have the opportunity to work directly alongside of me one-on-one. You receive your own custom action plan tailored specifically to your niche and your goals. That way you have a clear roadmap laid out right in front of you at all times. You'll get access to my private network of successful clients who are building alongside of you, and multiple group calls every single week where you can ask questions at any time and connect with others around the world on the same journey as you. You get access to my personal phone number so you can directly contact me for support at any time if you ever get stuck or confused. You get access to the complete step-by-step video training system that eliminates all the guesswork. You'll be held accountable to make sure that you're sticking to the plan and doing everything that you need to do in order to achieve the results that you want. And you'll get access to all future updates and algorithm changes so you never fall behind. Also, I personally guarantee that you'll make at least $3K per month within 120 days of working with me, or I'll continue working with you one-on-one for free until you do hit that goal. And all of these support features are exactly why right now we're actively generating the best results in the market. So if you want to leverage the power of Instagram to grow your own faceless brand and start generating consistent income online without having to show yourself, without having to spend a single penny on ads, without shipping any products, and by only working a couple of hours per day, then click on the button below this video where you could apply to work one-on-one with me. It's completely free to apply. It takes less than 3 minutes. And if you qualify, you'll get a free discovery call with either me or my head coach, where we'll be discussing a few more things together to make sure that you're the right fit for our community and to go over exactly how and if we can help you start or scale your own Instagram business. And even if it ends up not being the right fit, no worries, we'll still point you in the right direction and even give you access to some free resources. That way you still leave the call with some value. Also, we do have limited spots each month since I work with each person directly one-on-one and I only have so much time and energy to give out. So if you are serious about changing your situation around, take action now, click the button below this video, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.